Every year in the United States, nearly 500,000 bankruptcies are filed. We've seen it with big names: Enron, WeWork, Lehman Brothers, and even Bed Bath & Beyond. But what exactly happens when someone or a company declares bankruptcy? For some, it's the path to financial survival. For others, it means the end of an era. But before we can understand what happens when people file bankruptcy and how they even go about that process in the first place, it's important to understand what bankruptcy is at its core. You see, bankruptcy is more than a last resort. It's a legal safety net for people, corporations, and even local governments.
I just want to tell you both, good luck. We're all counting on you.
However, bankruptcy isn't for small debts or bills. It's a solution for significant, hard-to-manage debt. When creditors are demanding payments, garnishing wages, or threatening eviction, bankruptcy can help. Essentially, it's a structured way to either clear or reorganize debts, with options for partial or full relief. Okay, so bankruptcy is sort of a get-out-of-jail-free card, right? Not quite. You see, bankruptcy isn't one-size-fits-all. It comes in different forms, each tailored to specific needs. The three most popular types of bankruptcy are Chapter 7, Chapter 11, and Chapter 13, with names referring to specific sections of the US Bankruptcy Code. But let's dive into the purpose and difference between these three popular options.
I declare bankruptcy!
Chapter 7 is the most common option for individuals, allowing them to sell their assets like stocks, furniture, family heirlooms, or more to help repay their debts. Those who earn more than their state's median income may not qualify for Chapter 7, so Chapter 13 is their next best option. Chapter 13 allows those filing for bankruptcy to create a repayment plan over a 3 to 5 year period. This allows them to keep their assets, but now they have a structured way to repay their debt over time. Chapter 11, on the other hand, is commonly pursued by businesses in debt. This chapter allows companies to keep operating while they restructure, offering time to create a repayment plan and avoid liquidation. Many of the companies we've heard about in bankruptcy filings, like big-name retail stores, often utilize Chapter 11 to stay afloat as they negotiate with creditors. There are other options, like Chapter 9, which allows cities, towns, counties, and school districts to file for bankruptcy, or Chapter 12, which is more tailored toward family farms and fisheries, allowing them to create a repayment plan. Now, each type of bankruptcy has its own set process, but certain steps are universal. Take Chapter 7, for example. Not only is there a rule prohibiting multiple filings within a short time frame, but potential filers also need to pass an income means test, proving that their monthly income is below their state's median. Once they're eligible, debtors must prepare a mountain of paperwork, detailing assets, income, expenses, and debts. The complexity of this process often leads many people to hire a bankruptcy lawyer to ensure they meet legal requirements, which helps protect their remaining assets and guides them through the formal court process. After filing, a bankruptcy court reviews the case details. In Chapter 7 cases, this means selling off non-exempt items to repay creditors. If the debtor lacks significant assets, the remaining eligible debts can eventually be discharged, offering a clean financial slate. Well, sort of. Debtors who have alimony or child support payments must still make those payments. Not only that, but after the Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 processes wrap up, they may still face the risk of their home being foreclosed on. Additionally, declaring bankruptcy can drop a credit score by up to 200 points, which affects future borrowing opportunities. This credit impact means that mortgages, car loans, and even rent applications can become tougher to secure, as bankruptcy remains on a credit report for up to 10 years. For corporate bankruptcies who file Chapter 11, their common stockholders bear the brunt of the loss, as shares often become worthless. Employees and vendors may also face challenges, as companies cut jobs or reduce operations to meet the terms of their court-approved repayment plans. For those in dire financial situations, bankruptcy can be a way out, but it's a path that's anything but simple. Whether it's an individual filing under Chapter 7 to clear personal debt, or a business restructuring under Chapter 11, the process can reshape financial futures, for better or worse. If this brief overview of how bankruptcy works sparked your curiosity, continue to dive deeper by visiting the resources below, and consider subscribing for more content like this.